Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this very C tutorial, we're gonna learn how do we generate these two patterns in C. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to watch my previous uploads. So without any delay, let's get started. So before generating these two patterns, let's know their names. The pattern on the left hand side is generally known as half pyramid. Similarly, on the right hand side is known as inverted half pyramid. So we will be generating these two patterns in C using nested loop. So what is nested loop then? Nested loop is simply a loop inside the loop. It's similar to a concentric circle. The circle inside a circle. If you don't know what the loop is, then let me make it clear. Loop refers to continuous execution in C. The continuous execution of programs are the statement which we write inside the loop or the loop statement. So generally inner loop is always controlled by the outer loop. So now let's generate this pattern in C. Half pyramid. Before writing the program for its generation, let's get clear about the logic. And before getting clear about the logic, let's understand two things. They are rows and column. Rows are the horizontal bars and columns are vertical bars. Now arranging the pattern on the left hand side in rows and column, we get similar type of table. Now these are the rows and these are columns. Now the total number of rows are 5 and so are the columns. So let's name the rows from 1 to 5. Similarly, let's also name the column from 1 to 5. When we observe this table very carefully, we find that row 1 has only one element or column 1 is only filled. Similarly, row 2 has two elements and column 1 and 2 are filled. Likewise, row 3 has 3 elements and column 1, 2 and 3 are filled. And this process continues. Row 4 has 4 elements, similarly row 5 has 5 elements. So we can finally conclude. Number of elements in the row is equivalent to the row number. As we know in nested loop, the inner loop is always controlled by outer loop. Similarly here, the number of columns filled is determined by the row number. So while programming or writing the program for this pattern generation, we assign a row as the outer loop and the column its inner loop. So let's start programming. So this is Dev C++ compiler. I had already told you in my previous upload you can use any of the C compilers. So at first let's create a file. So these are the header files. Now we define the main function. Let's declare two variables, rows and columns. I did not mention earlier that we will be using for loop for the pattern generation, so you must be well known about the for loop. Here this for loop or the for loop with variable rows will execute for 5 times. That means 5 rows. Add another loop. Now the number of times the second loop executes is determined by this statement, and you see row here. So the outer loop will be controlling the inner loop. Let's get it more cleared. When we have row equals to 1, the column is also 1, which means the column 1 is filled. Similarly, when row equals to 2, the inner loop will execute 2 times. That means column 1 is filled and similarly column 2 is filled. Likewise, when row equals to 3, column 1, 2 and 3 is filled, and so on. So now in the inner loop we will assign a print function. This will allow us to print the pattern asterisk and a space. Now we see here after each row there's a line break. That means we have to break a line after each row. So to do so we write a printf with a line breaker /n. Let's save it. Let's name it pattern.c. So let's compile to see if there is any error or not. It's taking a bit time. You see it has 0 errors. So now let's execute the program. This was not what we wanted. So let's see what mistake we made. Everything looks fine. See, I forgot to increase the rows. So now this will work perfectly. Now you see over here, this was the pattern what we wanted. So let's talk about the second pattern, inverted half pyramid. Before understanding the logic behind the generation of this pattern, let's get cleared about one thing. Here we have two loops. Though these two loops look different, but the number of times these both loops gonna execute is 5 times. Not less than 5 times and not more than 5 times. So let's get started. Here we have inverted half pyramid with total number of rows 5 and total number of columns 5. But this time we're gonna name this row in descending order, that is 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So again, if we observe this pattern, we find the same thing which we found earlier in half pyramid. That is, row 5 has 5 elements and row 4 has 4 elements, row 3 has 3 elements and so on. So this time also we can conclude the number of elements in the row is equivalent to the row number, or the number of columns filled is determined by the row number. So this time also the external loop will be determining the rows and the inner loop will be determining the columns. So let's get into the program. This was our earlier program. So let's create a new file and start writing the program. I'm gonna paste this. Control B. Now I'm gonna change the initial value of row to 5. And the condition row is greater than or equals to 1 and rows plus plus to rows minus minus. Now when a row equals to 5, the column will be 1, 2, 3 and 5. So this will gonna fill 5 columns. Similarly, when a row is equals to 4, the columns will be also 4. So this will fill 4 elements. So let's save the program. Let's name it as pattern2.c. Now let's execute the program. So we got what we wanted. So we have successfully generated these two patterns in C. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Also watch my previous C tutorials and my Photoshop tutorials. Thank you.